Welcome back to lesson 3 of our unit on shadow puppetry. And this lesson we are going to learn how to make our own stick shadow puppets. Okay, so first of all, I will tell you what you need in order to create these. If you have access to the PowerPoint, you will have a list of these written down. But just bear with me and I will show you and tell you what you need. So, first things first, you need some thin black card, okay? Just quite pliable, not too thick, something that moves and is quite easy to cut. If you don't have black, do not fret. You can, as we were asked to earlier, you can use the offcuts of your cereal box and you can create your puppet here, and we can colour them in dark either with pen or paint on the back of this card when need be. Okay, so we can use these little offcuts of the cereal packets. So card, we need scissors to cut them out. Now bigger scissors are fine, but where there's finer detail, I found, if you're careful and if you're allowed, check you're allowed to use these. These are tiny little scissors that are good for the finer detail. Okay. We need a pencil. Now, if you use a light coloured pencil, if you're drawing the pattern on the black paper, it will be easier to see. But a pencil to draw the detail. You need some straws or some sticks, short garden canes, anything like that, coffee stirrers to stick onto the puppets. And if you want, I'll give you a quick demonstration. You might want some of these. Now these are teeny tiny, you'll probably get bigger ones. These are split pins, yeah, and if we're using these, when you cut out your shape, you can join limbs or mouths onto, there's one here, you'll notice the split pin here, and at the back I'll just show you what it's like. It's one of those pins that's split open at the back. So I cut out a little monster, and I've got one arm here, and then his other arm would be joined on, like so. I'll just pop that through, it's a bit tricky. On the other side, and I'd put his other arm in there. I'll just do it and then turn it around for you to see, hopefully. And this just adds to a little bit, when you do your performance, with a little bit of practice, you can make your puppets move. So that would be joined on there like that. And then his arms would move. Okay. Right. So I think it's good to make a mixture of characters and scenery for your show. Okay, so I have previously cut out a tree shape, and I have a little man and a little dog. Okay, any shapes will do. Now you can just cut these out freehand, you can draw them first then cut them out. There are also, and this is optional, you can find, if you search online, you'll find lots of templates for different shadow puppets. And you can choose them. I saw some Star Wars ones, some Harry Potter ones. So there are themes that you might choose. And maybe it's worthwhile thinking ahead to what you'd like to perform as part of your puppet show. And maybe have a think, watch the next lesson we have on this section as well, thinking about the story that we're going to create, because that might influence which puppets you make. However, right now, I'm just going to give you a quick demonstration on how we can create the puppet using our card here. So I'm going to use it on the white card so it's easier to see. As I said, if you're drawing on the black paper, maybe use a pink or a yellow coloured pencil. So I'm going to draw a dragon here, quite simple dragon. So I've got my rectangle that's cut out from the box earlier, and near the top corner I'm going to draw a circle for its head. So I'll start with a circle for its head here. There goes. Okay. And on top of the circle, let me see if I can try and draw this upside down. I'm going to draw a rectangle, so a big box coming out of there. And I'm going to make it nice and wide. Okay. And then down from the circle, I'm going to draw a line right down, curving round to the bottom. There it goes. Okay. And I'm going to, underneath the rectangle there, I'm going to do a curve round here. That is going to be the dragon's paw or claw. So I'll do a jaggy hand and I'll turn it in and join it round here. So I've got this kind of shape here. Okay. Now, on this rectangle, I'm going to make some jaggy teeth in the middle and at the top. I'll just show you that there. Okay. And on top of that, I'm going to do two little bumps for his nostrils. And I'm going to do a little triangle eye there. Okay. Let's just move that up a bit actually. So his eye will be here. Okay, so there's his eye. Okay. And then finally, I'm going to do two big ears on top of his head and some spikes right down his back. Okay, so there he goes. Now, it can be quite a rough pattern as you see here, because when you perform it, they're not going to see this. It's all going to be shaded in, it's going to be hidden just in the shadows. So it's merely the outline we're looking for. So I've drawn a kind of dragon shape there. Okay, here's one I did earlier that's maybe a little bit easier to see because it's drawn in red. And once I've done that, I can cut him out. And the cutout one looks like this. And you might, as I want to say, you might want to colour it in with crayon or pencil to shade him in. And then all you will do is take your stick or your straw and a little bit of tape. And you will stick your, place your straw or your stick on the back of your puppet, and you're going to make a shadow. Now, here, you will see on the wall, if I adjust my lighting slightly, just get it, apologies, if I adjust this lighting slightly, you will see the dragon on the wall there. Okay, now I can move him further away to create a bigger dragon or closer, and there's different shadow puppets that you might create. Okay. So that's even making a lovely shadow without shading him in. Okay, so we have our shadows to make on the wall. You can cut your shadows puppets out, either with a template or freehand. Stick them onto your sticks. Add some split pins for joints, jaws, arms, knees, mouths, and you're all the way. Okay, so have a think which puppets you're going to create. Remember to do some scenery as well. And I will see you next time. Enjoy making those puppets. Bye-bye, everyone.